Hello doctors, how are y'all doing today? My name is Maya and I am a medical student in Cuba. For those of you who don't know me, I study medicine at the Latin American School of Medicine. And for those of you who do, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy today's video, which is video 2 of the study in Cuba during COVID-19 series. In the last video, I talked about how COVID-19 affected us students, our experience during quarantine, during in-building quarantine, not even on-campus quarantine, in-building. We can leave the buildings. So if you haven't watched that video, click, wait, it's up here. Yeah, it's up here. Click the thingy so you can watch it. It's very informative. In today's video, I will be telling you guys how COVID-19 affected us students during on-campus quarantine. That is after classes began. So previous video talks about how life was before classes began. This video is about how life was when we were going to class. So when classes began, students were still confined on campus. We could be out of our buildings, out of our floors, but we just couldn't leave school. And to most of us, this was a relief, I think, because confinement wasn't terrible, but it was annoying and stressful to some extent. Some of the girls in my building on my floor were excited to finally see their boyfriends, their friends in other buildings, and I was excited to meet people outside of the borders of my floor. During in-building quarantine, though, I feel like because we were stuck looking at the same people and the same faces all the time, we were able to get some deep level connections. Yeah, we were able to get to know some people on a deeper level. We were able to make friends on a deeper level, maybe a little bit more faster than we would have if we hadn't been confined to our floors. And even after we were allowed out, we all got to know at least one person to some deep level because we lived together. We saw each other every day. And obviously not everyone knew everyone because it's a relatively big school. Like back then there were about 1,300 students. I don't know how many there are now, probably more or less because second year students have left. But I'm sure everyone, especially those of us who are new and who didn't know anyone basically when we arrived, every single person at school made at least one deep level friendship. I might be wrong, I don't know. Since we weren't allowed to leave campus and we still needed to have fun, there were parties on campus every Friday and Saturday. And in my opinion, they were pretty lit. But some of my friends who were seniors and who arrived at ELAM pre-COVID era said that the parties were more lit before because they actually interacted with people who weren't ELAM students. They interacted with people from other schools, with some Cubans as well. And personally, I like the parties we had in confinement, but that may be because I have a very fun and lit group of friends who party at any time, anywhere, and just scream and dance and sing on the canchas, even on school nights. But even the parties that weren't set up by my friend group was fun. There were Caribbean, African, or Colombian parties, sometimes all three integrated, but those were rarely fairly integrated. And personally, I don't think they were as fun as the individual delegation parties. These parties usually happened either on the canchas or at the ranchon, sometimes on both in one night. Sometimes some of my friends and I would be there from midnight till 6 a.m. or even till 8 a.m. or later, after breakfast, after lunch. But by that time, obviously, there were significantly less people and it was just like chill time to hang out. Talking about the more important stuff, classes. Our advanced pre-med group was not very big. It was just one group. Since a lot of the Latinos and other Spanish-speaking people could not travel to Cuba for class on March due to the COVID travel restrictions. So I feel like because of that, since we were a class of just 20 students, we were closer than we otherwise would have been if we were a bigger group. I assume. I might be wrong again. And since we weren't allowed to leave campus, there were a lot of in-school activities going on. people playing sports, people dancing, singing, giving out like flyers for their church or some group. There were people just chilling at the juice place or at the hamburger place at Nuevas Cremas, or sitting on the benches. There was always music playing somewhere around campus. Like people would walk around with their stereos, with their speakers. So the school was basically never stagnant or quiet unless exams were coming up. And even then, it wasn't like really quiet. When the gates were opened, the school basically looked and felt quiet and empty because people were on vacation, they were renting outside school in Havana or in Baracoa, or maybe they were hanging out at the beach, drinking, dancing, doing whatever. Plus, some people traveled back to their home countries as well, like yours truly right here. And yeah, so campus was virtually empty. This was part 2 of the Studying in Cuba during COVID-19 series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a like if you did. Subscribe to my channel if I helped you in any way. If you found any of this information useful or helpful, hit the notification bell for any upcoming videos that you may want to watch. Follow my social media, it's down there in the description box below. You can ask me questions on my social media as well. I plan to post a little bit more, specifically on Instagram, about my channel. So you'll get like more insight into my channel, my upcoming videos, etc. Comments any questions you may have, any doubts, any information that you heard or that you want me to clarify from the video. Maybe you didn't understand something I said, or give me video ideas, video suggestions, anything at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next time. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.